There was a clown had my manager in a headlock as I walked in, just punching him in the top of the head.
Hit him square in the nose and it just made a little squeak.
There's one of them squirting him with a flower.
Kicks you, but you don't feel it because the shoe's massive. The feet small.
Oh yeah, being curb stomped by a clown.
I'm on tour. Come and see me. The tour has been fucking amazing so far. Thanks for everyone who's been coming out. The shows have been absolutely mental good. As you are watching this week I'm coming to Darlington, Whitby, Knaresborough and Nottingham. Then after that we've got Leicester, Carlisle, Stoke, Cardiff, Bath, Bristol. There's loads more as well, like all over the country. So go to my website, robcomedy.com, and grab those tickets because they are flying fast. Come see me. It's loads and loads of fun.
Warning. The following podcast contains extreme language and themes and is not suitable for all audiences.
Hello, welcome to Dead Men Talking with me, Rob Mulholland. Him, a big fat coat boy who loves soup. And in the corner, we've got little not gay Tom on the ones and twos with his manager, Madison. Of course, Bin is here. We've got a very special guest today. We've got Daniel Sloss.
Hey.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm not bad.
Good. We've already been chatting for about,
Yeah,
20
we have.
minutes, so
I
we've
honestly
got to
thought
do
all
this
of the
fake
bitching that we just did before this was going to make it to the actual...
Yeah. We'll name names in the Patreon.
Okay.
But, it's the best thing about being a comic, isn't it? I was speaking to a comic the other night at a gig about how, like, they'd been on a cruise with loads of, like, singers and actors, and how it was horrible because they were all nice and they were all just like, isn't this brilliant? And
You're
they're like,
no.
who can I complain with?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a load of moany cunts, and I love it.
Do you prefer bitching about comics who are cunts, who are decent comics,
Yeah.
or comics who are shit, who are nice guys?
Oh, shit, with nice guys is way more fun because it feels meaner.
Yeah, it does. And it's like there is that sort of the type of comedian who's really nice to hang around with, and for like the first 3 or 4 years when you're on the up and up, and like, but they're staying stationary.
That's literally my entire friendship group.
And you feel very guilty, and then there's just a point. Danny Mac used to play a game which I loved so much, and it was such a bitchy game, which was everyone would work in comedy HR, and you would just sit down somebody who'd been in the business for 10 years and tell them it was time to retire. Be like, hey, great to see you, bud. Great to see you. Great to see you. You've been doing the stand circuit for a while. It's been a while since you've done the Glees. You've had a great career, man. You can juggle. That's awesome. It has been a while though since you've written a new gag, isn't it? It has. It's been quite a while. Pack up your box, put all your stuff in, put your balls in there, and off you pop. There's no severance package.
I've always said, like, like every year we vote for like comedian. We should also vote one out.
100%.
I think we should all just
It's time to go, bud. You've done your best. Great, and it's like
just get old yellow people off the circuit. Essentially, we'll take them round the back of the comedy cut.
Here's all the opportunities you had that you blew. So what could have been?
Imagine getting voted out before one of the rapists.
Yeah.
Was that bad? Like, look, he did a couple of rapes, but he had a couple of good bits as well.
Yeah. Also, like that 20 minutes was very painful. So.
Yeah. At the top of the show, I think it's very important to. I just wanted to mention my condolences to all Arsenal fans. Who would have thought that a man arrested multiple times for rape ended up being a rapist?
It's mad, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Yeah. Nobody could have seen it coming with Thomas Partey.
What?
It was a real shock. I see.
4 years of their worst fans being like, look, it's getting racist now because you're talking about cultural differences. You're like, I think that's actually more racist.
Yeah.
I think calling rape cultural is one of the most racist things you could possibly could have said.
What those people do.
Yeah, you know the song Umbongo. They rape him in the Congo.
Yeah.
It was fucking wild. And like, I love that Arsenal, like, now would be like, obviously the club cannot comment. It was just like, and it's like, they were trying to extend his contract last week. And it's like, now, like, they were like, oh, maybe not, actually. Maybe that would be a little gauche. 5 years of a rapist seems one too many.
It seems so funny that they're like, look, he has raped women, but we might win a Carabao Cup.
Yeah. But also, who else can play the holding role to free up Declan Rice? It's fucking insane.
They get Zubi Mendy and they're like, fuck off, you're racing.
They literally delayed announcing Thomas Partey's replacement for a few days after he'd signed in order to not look like they'd just gone like, well, we've got to get rid of him, so I guess we're going to have to sign someone else. It's fucking bad. Well, I love the two Man United fans nodding along about this particular rapist.
Aye.
Yeah. That one's bad.
Yeah. Where is Mason Greenwood now?
Marseille.
Yeah.
And he's doing
Oh.
great as well.
Well, yeah,
well-
his problem never was his footballing ability.
Yeah, and also the French are very, very free with le consent
Yeah.
and the lack thereof.
consent.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a foible, a sexual assault in France, isn't it? It's like, oh, what is he like?
Yeah.
Je deteste le consent.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
like being a pedo in Britain in like the 70s when it was just like a thing that was known about people and they were like, don't you leave your kids with him.
Do you reckon it's harder to be a pedo now or then?
Well harder now. People actually give a shit.
But there's
But now you've got the internet,
but
yeah.
Yeah, but now people can find you outside the supermarket on the internet as well. You never
Yeah,
know if you're
the-
speaking to a
But
real kid.
VPN. You can get.
You've still got to meet them at some point.
Yeah.
No, but like
That's when the rubber meets the road.
But if you just want to be, if you're wearing rubber, fair play. You know.
I think you should if you're bumming a child.
I think your morals are at the window.
Yeah. It does feel
Yeah.
like when McDonald's give you a paper straw.
Yeah. You're like, I know what you're doing.
You're like, that fixes it, does it? That means we're doing no environmental damage, does it, McDonald's? Fair enough. That's the rapist with a condom.
Yeah, fucking a child with a condom is like McDonald's using a paper straw.
I think it stands up. I think
I
that's
do.
fair.
I agree.
Fucking hell, mate. What the fuck were we even talking about?
I don't know.
Thomas Partey.
Oh, yeah.
Thomas Partey. Yeah. I think what United did with Greenwood was about right.
In
Oh,
the end,
they only
you
did
were
it though
fucking
because
forced into it.
it was only because that recording came out. If that recording hadn't come out, he'd still be playing for United.
Yeah.
Like, definitely.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
it-
it's her fault.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you've all listened to the recording.
Yeah, it's pretty,
It is
pretty bleak.
So
very
bad.
fun. It's almost remember the Justin Lee Collins.
That was mental.
Those were
No,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember this.
Well, he
Oh,
left-
so Justin Lee Collins was always dog shit, right? Let's have that on. Fuck. It's
Comedy
when,
HR back again.
yeah. Let's talk before Russell Brand was outed as a fucking rapist. He was always a despicably bad comedian, and anyone who liked his comedy was wrong. Justin Lee Collins. What was the thing him and Alan Carr did?
They were on, what was it called? There was a Saturday night TV show. What was
Yeah,
it called?
yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a big thing at the time. Was
Yeah.
it the Saturday Night Project? Was that them?
Something like that.
That was with Rob Rouse, I think, the Saturday Night Projects.
Uh,
Loose Women, they're on there. I don't know, I can't remember. Like, but yeah, they were like actually like Justin Lee Collins was like he was famous at the time. He was like a
Yes.
big deal.
the Sunday Night Project.
The Sunday Night Project. I got the wrong night. Sorry.
Yeah.
I apologise.
What-
Previously
Saturday.
named the Friday Night Project.
I got every day except it in
Yeah.
the weekend. So I was literally the only wrong day I could have picked.
He was there were like not videos, but voice notes surfacing of his girlfriend who recorded him just being like insanely emotionally abusive whilst very calm, which is like he would come back, explain how like her leaving the house to go and buy milk made him feel uncomfortable because he knew she was out cheating because she was a whore, and all that had like stressed him out, and he just needed like a back rub, and he's just really quietly and like controllingly telling her to like give him a back rub.
It was
It's
weird that it was
real
quiet,
fun.
wasn't it? Because every time
Way
he was
worse.
doing anything on telly, it was like, wah!
Yeah.
So like seeing him just be like, you've made me very upset.
Yeah.
It made it way more sinister. He ended up in
was-
court. He was
it
like
was the-
sending harassing voicemails for ages after they broke up.
It was like it was the first time ever I think the public became aware of what like gaslighting truly was in its biggest form of like just this. I'm an insane bag of shit, and all of that is your fault, and you've made me react this way, and we're all listening to this like, oh yeah, fuck it, and then most of the women in our lives was like, yeah, we've had one of those,
Yeah, some of us have been it.
Possessive guys, I don't get the possessive.
I
Like,
can't be asked. I do not care what my missus does.
No, I love hanging around with Mrs. She's class. I fucking love it when she goes out.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Drinking on your own.
I
top.
cannot imagine while she's out being like, what's she up to? I'm going to text her.
No.
Like,
I also could not give the faintest of fucks about my wife's sexual history. One of the most freeing, but I think jealousy is one of the most pathetic qualities to have, and I hate the fact that there are couples that celebrate it, that look for it in each other. I think it's toxic. I think it's insecurity. I think it's something that should be brought up in fucking therapy. Me and my wife walked around Mallorca because my wife is fucking common as muck, right? I rescued her from the north of Scotland. Like she's a real, I taught her to say I love you by stamping her feet for the first 2 fucking years. she was drinking at like fucking 12. She was getting fingered at 13, right? And I was a virgin until I was about 16, 17. We're walking around Mallorca.
Yeah, you caught up.
Yeah, I caught up eventually. We're walking around Mallorca. She was like, I gave a guy a blowjob under there. I got fingered under that bridge. And I'm like, tell me more. Like, this is... Because every single dick that she sucked in the past, every cock that she fucking rode, led her on the path to being the best shag I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's very...
and that's what I'm so... My wife is the
You can't
best.
have that innately.
Nah.
You've got to fucking practice.
Is this a Scottish version of Slumdog Millionaire?
Cum dog. Cum dog millionaire.
millionaire.
That's my wife. Cum dog married a millionaire.
Yeah, but no, I think you're totally right. Like, you got to get over that. Like, you got to trust that the person you're with is into it now, innit?
Also, my wife, one of the least jealous people I've ever met in my entire life, because her sister is my ex-girlfriend.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you love that. That is shitting where you eat. Take it to
Yeah,
the max.
yeah.
You have run through that family.
Yep. Mum's next.
Yeah. Just like a Christmas dinner, winking at grandma.
Yeah, she's dead. She's dead. I tried.
Which is now.
I was seeing this girl once, and she said to me that, like, she showed me some messages from a guy who she was sort of seeing. She wasn't in a relationship with. You were just chatting with. You know what I mean? And he got visibly like 3 or 4 paragraph messages upset because she didn't say good night the night before. and she was showing me these messages, and I was like, how the fuck do these people exist?
Yeah.
What the fuck? He was like, I stayed up for an extra hour and a half. It's the least you could. And it's like, just go
night,
to
you
bed,
fucking
baby.
I'm sorry, I think the problem there is that man is gay. That's what's happened there. That is, if you're that upset about getting a good night.
Yeah, it's honest to God, one step away from being like, no one tucked me in. It's
Yeah.
pathetic.
You need a little kiss on your forehead, a little mint on your pillow. It's fucking pathetic. Yeah, that's it. It's just inherently pathetic, isn't it? Like giving that much of a shit. Chill out.
Do you give a shit about body counts?
No.
I couldn't give a flying fuck.
No, like I would.
And there was a point where like me and Mrs. kept like breaking up and getting back together, and I just saw it as a competition to make sure I was always ahead when we got back together. But
If anything, I'd be annoyed if it was like really low.
Yeah, man. I don't think I would.
I'd much rather 300 than 3.
Yeah, because then there's
yeah.
somebody who's like, and this is just a fucking personal thing. I would not want to be with someone who was like, sex is this really beautiful and special thing between two souls that combine. I'm like, cool. If that's what you're after, I think sex is doing comes on and near each other. I think it's like, don't get me wrong, it can be beautiful. It can be, in special times, it can be a very magical moment.
But it can
a lot
also
of the
just
time,
be...
it's a necessity that we need to just get out of our systems with animals, and I don't want that sort of pressure.
I don't think I've ever been in like a long relationship with someone I didn't sleep with on the first date. Because like, if we're not fucking on the first date, that shows me that we're not compatible in our aims. Because my aim was to fuck you. Like, that was why I'm here. That's why I had a shower. That's why I left my house. I was hoping that I might be in you.
Yeah. I think the best. I mean, and I'm only saying this. This is my bias because of the relationship I'm in. Me and my wife were fuck buddies and nothing but fuck buddies for a year. It was literally, we had a little. I used to call her pig slut. Because I can't even remember, because she's a pig and she's a slut. I don't think there's much depth to it. I think it's because once I called her a big slut,
right?
And she misheard it and she went pig slut, and she was more offended by pig slut than big slut.
Sure.
So
I love how quickly this is segued, by the way, because at the beginning we were like, Justin Lee Collins was such a bad guy for asking for a back rub, and I was like, my wife, pig slut.
Pig slut. She's still saved in my phone as Piggy. That's also but the way we used to booty call each other was we would just send each other the pig emoji, and that was it. It was like firing the bat signal into the sky, and then and it would be like 3 a.m. during the Fringe. I get a fucking wee pig, and I'd be loft far doing a line of cocaine. I'd be like, I mean, I can be there in half an hour.
Yeah.
And we banged just to see, fuck buddies for a year, and then during being fuck buddies, because it's.
You're spending quality time.
You're spending quality time. And once you've done your couple of comes, you're like, what is your name, by the way? What do you...
Because, like, as a man, you're able to be human at that point. And
well, because, because, like, that bit of you is, like, that... that bit where you're like, okay, I've got to pretend that I'm not trying to get laid. It's actually gone. That whole illusion is there.
Yeah.
And then you are just, insecure, vulnerable.
I literally don't know if I like a woman actually until I've had sex with them.
Yeah.
Because
Until they-
before that, it could just be I want to bang them.
Yeah.
And it quite often is. And then you find out immediately and you're like,
Oh, post-nut clarity is the most...
it's very intense.
Oh, my God, yeah. The amount of times I've been like, this girl is amazing. I'll fly out. I'll fly to Amsterdam to go and see her. And then I'll fly back that night. That's amazing. And then you just have a wank. You're like, oh, no, I don't want to do any of that shit. I just want to stay at home.
Well, because obviously, it's obviously harder for women to nut. Obviously, they can't. I don't feel
Maybe
like
we,
they get
mate.
I feel like they don't get post-nut clarity.
No, because they're clear before it as well.
Are they?
A bit more, yeah.
You more than us, but that's not. That's not the
Let's
bar.
find out. Madison,
Madison always
you-
loves tagging in on these.
can you ask a woman if they get post-nut clarity?
Yeah, I will.
Do you get post-nut clarity?
Not in the same sense that like men get. I think for men it's like, oh, it's more of a thing, but for we don't really go, oh no, he's not attractive anymore. It's
The
just kind of
minute
like, yeah.
the minute that cum leaves my dick, it's like a new fucking... It's like a veil has been lifted.
Yeah. But it's a nice surprise when you find out you do like them. You're like, oh,
yeah.
I don't want to run away. Oh, she can stay. Oh, that's all right.
For a bit.
For a bit. She can have 40 minutes before I put her in a taxi.
Would you be...
I think she's the one.
Speaking of like body counts and stuff like that, like I'm not arsed at that. I don't really care. But there is a number where I'd start to give a shit.
Right.
Like if you were putting up Bonnie Blue numbers, if you were putting up 1,000,
Yeah.
then
I'd want
I'd
it to
maybe be like, what the fuck happened to
I'd
you?
want it to not be the day before me date.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like a couple of months separation from a Bonnie Blue marathon, I think.
It depends how you got. It depends how you got the numbers. Like if you got to 1,000 because like Bonnie Blue, you did 1,000 in a day. I would be like, that doesn't seem like the sort of like I think Bonnie Blue is mentally ill, and like doing something like that is just a sign of sociopathy at the least. So I would be like, that would be why it was a red flag.
Yeah,
It
it's
wouldn't be
also-
the numbers itself. It would
Just
be,
showed you're above my pay grade if you do
Yeah.
1,000 in a day. Like, there's nothing I could do for you.
But I think anyone my age, any girl my age who, and also I would not expect, but like if a woman had more than me, I would be like, yeah, that's fair since it's like easier for you to get laid. I'm not going to judge a woman for having more sex than me, considering it's much easier for a woman to get laid.
Yeah, I've been in long relationships most of my adult life as well. It's very intense periods of singledom. So, if you just like weren't in like long relationships, you could easily rack it up.
Yeah. And also, man, go out there and I take it as a fucking compliment, man. Like if you're with a girl who's got numbers 50 plus, 100 plus, and your cock's the cock that retires her, man, what a fucking what an absolute compliment.
Yeah.
She's hanging up the legs for one last time. It's all for you. I'd be fucking buzzing. I'd be
Legs
like,
are
me,
gloves in the middle of the bed.
little old me. Oh my god, I'm the Michael Jordan of cock. This is class.
Yeah, that was a good way to look at it, man. And,
Absolutely.
It's also a way that looking at things like that will lead to a much happier existence
Yeah.
rather than constantly being like, oh my God, like, what happened in the past? What,
Also, I think as well, I think there's like an extra level of security with somebody who has slept around a lot. Like my wife is very secure in my faithfulness because she knows how much of a man whore I was in my 20s. And I think the number one why people fucking cheat or break up is because curiosity, right?
Sure.
They're in a relationship, they're in fucking Tarzan relationships going from one vine to one vine.
Yeah.
They've never had a long enough time being fucking single to find out who they are. And so they've only had sex with like 3 people. And then you get to your mid-30s and it's like you're on low numbers. Somebody comes up and starts flirting with you. The world of possibilities in your head is so fucking big.
Yeah,
I remember like Milo McCabe is always the example I use. Milo McCabe is one of the most handsome men.
It's unbelievable.
It's disgusting.
Unbelievable. And like, I know you think he's good looking on camera. He is insanely handsome in person.
I've been on nights out with Milo McCabe where we've been sat drinking in like a bar at a table and women have been queuing up to speak to him. Like, I didn't know that was a fucking thing.
I have seen women lose interest in me in real time when Milo has walked into a room. I've seen them just go, oh, no, not
I remember being like fucking 23 or 24 and we're out during the Fringe and it's the exact same thing that you're just describing. Like girls are literally queuing up to talk to him and he's really nice.
This is
and he's
Troy
friendly.
Hawk, by the way.
Yeah,
for
Troy
everybody
Hawk.
who
They
doesn't
form
know.
actual fucking queues. It's insane.
Yeah. And then at the end, and this is that time where I'm fucking anyone that's willing to have sex with me. And I'm like to him, I'm like, how on earth do you not like going with that. He's like, because I know how that ends.
Yeah.
Like, if I go home with that girl, we might have fun for the night, you know, we might have coffee in the morning, then I'm never going to see her again. And I lose what I have at home, which is my wife, who I love, and my kids, right? No one night is worth the sacrifice of the night. And at 24, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Gaylord? That's the most insane thing. Whereas, like, now, having, like, had the experience of, like, sleeping around and living a fucking free life, man, I'm not, you know, not tempted by things. My wife has lived that life. I watch men flirt with my wife. Like, we were at the fridge once, and one of the Scottish Love Island people went up to my wife and started fucking flirting with her. And my wife, look, she's beautiful, but she's thick as pig shit. And like, you can't flirt with her because she's too dumb for it. She doesn't know what's happening.
Those rescue girls are like that, aren't they?
Yeah. And just like, I love nothing more than watching men trying to solve the riddle that is my wife. And I'm like, they're looking at me and be like, do you know him? And I'm like, I've never met him in my entire life. Keep going. This is great. This is real good. And also, if she does cheat, then that's, you know, she's made her decision. That's that. Over, we move on.
I think if you're going to be a partner with a comic as well, I think that you have to have that level of trust, because the whole job of comedy is being away.
Yeah.
The whole thing. So you can realistically, you can cheat constantly and not be found out if you're good enough.
Yeah, my missus knows very much I have the opportunity to. I choose not to because I like her.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah. Also, my missus knows how ugly my fans are.
Oh yeah, that's a big problem with us. We have really inculcated a minging fan base.
Yeah.
There is, you know, maybe two that I would if I was sad.
Yeah. But they've got like piss kinks, haven't they? Like,
Yeah. There's just like, again, it's that thing of like knowing where this goes. It's like, look, it'll be fun for a bit, but there'll be some point where I'm like, oh, I'm not even into this anymore.
Yeah.
Now it's just bleak. What happened to you to make you like this?
Us being faithful is way less impressive than Matt Rife being faithful.
Oh, 100%.
Or
It's
like
not that hard for me. You know, it's not like a constant challenge. It's not like every night I'm like, away, women! Back off!
I've got to go to jiu-jitsu tomorrow just to keep these sluts away. I gotta do something.
Yeah, like my pulling always involved a lot of effort from me.
Yes,
you know, like
to make it
I developed techniques, but there were always things I was doing. It wasn't something where I would stand there and women would be like, you know,
Yeah, I never had I had friends of mine who, much like Milo, I had a friend of mine, his name's Jordan, we called him Biebs, because back when we were young, he looked like Justin Bieber. And it made me so insanely jealous of attractive men. Because like I know I'm not the ugliest person in the world, but my personality and my air quotes fame got me a far way in how often I was getting fucking laid. It wasn't my looks, I can tell you that for free.
Yeah.
Watching men who are just gorgeous, like girls' heads literally swivel in a bar to look at a beautiful man. You're like, God, that must be fucking nice.
I met her, like, I was doing crowd work at the Frog a couple of months ago, and there was a like super good looking couple, and they'd met at the swimming pool, and she'd gone up to him to talk to him at the swimming pool. Yeah. And I was like, that is not anything that has ever happened to me. Like, no one has ever been attracted to my body. Like, what happens is, I attract them so much by making them laugh that they are willing to overlook my body. That's how my method works. It's like, I never pull on a dance floor. I need to be in the bar chatting. I need to like strike up conversation.
How hot do you have to be to chat someone up in a swimming pool and it not look creepy as actual fuck?
People would pull a red cord if you tried to do it. Like,
They automatically piss themselves so that dye appear.
Like squidding. I couldn't believe that. I was just like, the lives of hot people is totally different, isn't it?
Yeah, to just be because the only time I've ever been approached by women for sex was in Sweden. I was doing a Sweden tour with a bunch of Swedish comics back in like 2013, 14. And like, because all Swedish and Scandinavian men in general are like gorgeous, they are so famously fucking dull. Right. Like, you ask any Swedish and Norwegian woman what the men are like, and they're just like, they're so boring, they're so dull, they don't say anything interesting. So if you go over there as a British person, right, they like a bit of rough over there because they know how much personality that fucking comes with. And it's like being in an opposite world. I had a girl genuinely, and also feminism in Sweden was always way further ahead than it was in the rest of the UK, but it was like the good feminism that was just like, we're in charge of our own bodies. And what that meant is, I remember after a gig, a girl came up, one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life, just came up to me. And I was like in the VIP bit of a nightclub, and she just came up and she tapped the bouncer to get me. And then we come over, and her first words, she was like, "What do I have to say to get you into bed?" And I was like, "That's it." And we went back to my hotel room. We had sex. It was amazing. And then afterwards, I was like, "Can I have your number?" And she was like, "Why?" And I was like, I don't know. I thought I was meant to ask for it. She's like, "You leave tomorrow. Why would we text? What would we have to talk about?"
Oh my God.
And I was like, "I don't know. Isn't that the nice thing to do?" She's like, "Why? This was already nice."
Yeah.
That
was like,
part, that
how
part of the
rough-
world is so autistic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
How rough do they like? I'm asking for Freddie.
Um,
How low are they willing to go?
you know, Guy Humphries has been laden. He's done well out there.
Pre or post hair transplant?
Oh man,
See-
I've still not seen.
I've not seen it in person. I've been following it on Instagram.
Yeah,
so I
I've-
think it's pathetic getting a hair transplant. You're a middle-aged man, go bald.
Yeah,
Go bald with some dignity.
I-
Just like accept it. Like, I'm 37, my hair's gone.
Yeah.
You know, this
Yeah.
happens.
But he's also, you got to remember, Kai's been doing. He's always been into like. You know, I like how honest he's been about it.
Yeah, yeah,
Man,
yeah.
in his 20s, he was on steroids because he wanted to be fucking ripped, and
Yeah,
then he
yeah,
got absolutely fucking ripped. He got his corrective eye surgery because he's always had his little fucking bong eye. He's had Invisalign on his teeth because he always had scummy, like working class fucking teeth. Like
Yeah,
he's got to the point where he's like, because we weren't insulting him for being bald all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And in a group with Ryan Cullen in it, that must really hurt you.
The baldest man possible.
It must be devastating.
He's just got a really bald head, Ryan, hasn't he? Like, there's
Oh.
something about his head shape that makes him look extra bald.
But also back like fucking 5-6 years ago, Cullen had hair. When you look at photos of Cullen with hair, you're like, ew, bud, you should have been bald forever. Like
Yeah,
he's one of the baldies that suits being bald.
Yeah, yeah.
Kai, I don't think
Yeah,
would have
sure.
suited actual baldness, even if he'd leaned into it.
Yeah.
Because also, yous can do what baldies really need to do, and that's grow facial hair.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
you've got a
Kai
good beard.
cannot do. Kai doesn't do. I know
Right,
I'm not.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not
fully
doing
bald head
great
is a
here.
hard look, isn't it, Tom?
I can't do. I am going to be bald at dead me, but I can't be bald.
Yeah.
I,
We're shaving him later in the year.
Yeah.
Well, like,
I think you've got to look a bit older to be bald. If you look young and you're bald, it's bad.
Young bald
Yeah,
is
yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
Young
Yeah,
bald
yeah.
is sad.
Well, as well with Ryan, he's got like quite a big sort of bulbousy head
Yeah.
and a really thin, like he looks like sperm. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
like it's a weird look to have.
He's also the only person I've ever met who's got a bigger cock than me.
Well, I've heard that you've got a massive.
Oh,
dick.
his cock is. I remember the first time I saw, because I've always been the person in the group and in comedy with like the big dick.
Yeah.
And I love that reputation. And we were on Kai's stag do in fucking wherever the fuck it was. I organised it, can't remember. And Cullen walked out the shower with coke dick. And I went, "What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?" And we got all the boys upstairs, and Cullen kept trying to cover it. And we were like, we all get to see this. This is a disgrace. It's monstrous.
Skinny men have pipes.
Yeah,
They
it's-
fucking do.
some of them.
Yeah, he's. I can't tell you how glad I was to lose that fucking title to such an
Yeah,
ugly
yeah.
little man.
Yeah, Cullen needs something. He's a
Yeah.
little fucking troll.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
God giveth and he taketh away, innit? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem with Cullen is he's so repulsive, no one's ever going to see it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, but that's the thing. Like, I think men are a really, really bad judge on what other men are attractive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, women are, but women are intentionally. Women lie to themselves. They're like,
Yeah, they're like, oh, she's so
she's
beautiful.
so gorgeous. You're like, we know you don't mean that. And you're like, men are the opposite. I will be like, I think Cullen is very ugly. Lots of women, lots of really attractive women find Cullen attractive.
There's a lot of
Think he's a-
molestation out there. Though,
Yeah.
isn't
Do you
there?
not think
Kai
as
Humphrey's
well, though-
wife is an unbelievably
yeah.
beautiful woman who
Yeah, yeah.
genuinely finds Kai attractive.
Do you not think as well though? It's because men think women look at men the way men look at women.
Go on.
Like so men look at women and they look at them from a purely physical perspective
Yes.
and they go, that's what I think is attractive. Whereas with women, they're more attractive to like somebody who's got their shit together or who's confident, who has like an air of like
Yeah.
just owning shit. And when you've got like a 13-inch cock, you just naturally radiate that.
Yeah.
I'm
also,
not
like,
arsed.
I don't think I've ever been like, you know what? That fat bird's dead funny. Maybe I'll give it a go.
Oh, I have.
I might go that fat bird's dead drunk. I'll give it a go.
yeah. I might go, I'm dead drunk. Let's see what
Yeah.
happens.
That's honestly the only way I've ever had sex.
I had
Like, legitimately.
Yeah, I'm just going,
Like-
yeah, maybe.
The idea that women will go up to you and be like, I really want to have sex with you. I've literally never had that in my life.
No, I believe
every time a woman fucks me, they do it with the attitude of like community service. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, just get through it.
yeah, it's
Under a
That's what
speed awareness course.
I had
yeah, that's the exact attitude.
Yeah, let's get this boxed off. Don't want the points.
Yeah. Get me!
Hey, it's our festival. It's happening again, August 30th. Grab your tickets and come see us down there. The lineup is absolutely ridiculous this year.
How ridiculous is it? Tell me some people.
Oh, it's absolutely stupid. We've got Rob Mulholland. We've got Freddy Quinne. We've got Not Gay Tom. And Madison will be there. What a lineup.
Pretty ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
We've also got the likes of Slim, Sean Walsh, Gary Delaney, Thomas Green, Phil Ellis, Jenny R, Alfie Brown. We've got loads of other stuff. We've got loads of podcasts. We've got a Northern Irish podcast. We've got UK podcasts. We've got loads of different things. We've got fucking wrestling. We've got other stuff and loads of surprises. It's fucking class.
Basically, it's the best environment to take drugs you will find all summer. So get your tickets and see you there. And get your tickets at deadmentalkpod.com. August 30th, Dead Meat, it's a banger.
Bring your own drugs.
Yeah. BYOD. David Attenborough is here. David Fattenborough? Just David Fattenborough?
Is the advert?
This is part of it. Fuck it, can be.
It's not.
It's part of it. This is the advert for Patreon. Get on our Patreon at patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod for £3 a month. And you can get even more content of me calling him fat and gay. If you thought 1.5 hours a week isn't enough fat gay jokes for you, get on Patreon and discover a whole world more at patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod. Fat.
I hate you.
And here's a little sample clip from a recent Patreon episode.
The thing is, I think women lie more because they are capable liars. I think women are way better at lying because they're just better at
Look at him trying to
social-
frame this as a
To
compliment.
be fair, I don't think Freddie lies much at all. Because he's so blunt and he'll say exactly what he thinks.
No, I think you're actually...
I'm like Abraham Lincoln.
No,
I don't necessarily think that's a good thing.
I think you're absolutely wrong. Freddie is an inveterate liar and like all the time. But like what he does is he drops smoke bombs of big stupid lies, thinking that that'll be enough to distract from all his petty little lies. They're never about anything important. Whenever you catch him in a lie, he's trying to get away with something so minor, but he's doing it all the time.
So,
Constantly.
women are better social manipulators than men. They're just better at it. They're better at... Have you ever... Look, you know when you're in...
Why
like
are
an
all
argument-
cults run by men then?
What, sorry?
Why are all cults run by men?
Stronger.
Yeah.
Cleverer. Better at parking.
Men are like
Good admin. Organised.
natural leaders.
Don't spend 3 days a month crying.
Don't whinge.
Can keep all their blood inside them.
Funny. I don't know about you, but with my cult leaders, I want someone that's
I want to
funny.
giggle. I want to giggle. Yeah.
I want a cult leader that's a good parker. I could not imagine committing suicide. Why would I drink the poison Kool-Aid for somebody that can't 3-point turn? Why would I do it?
I don't respect people who can't park.
Yeah, I want spatial awareness in my
cult leader, yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is the point: is that they're just better at fucking. They're just better at playing 4D chess. They're just better at it.
Sneaky.
Yeah,
Eve of the apple.
they're just better at it. Whereas
and they control the media.
whereas men,
Women. Sorry, we're still doing women.
And they can't swim.
whereas men are more like
Never look after their kids, do they?
men are just more like on or off. We don't need to lie. I don't need to lie to you.
Little dicks. Women have got really little dicks as well. Pathetic dicks.
What are we on about now? The
Women.
Chinese?
They smell of curry, women.
They don't lie. They can't even say it.
House prices are going down in my area because of women. Oh, I'm marrying my daughter.
I mean, you wouldn't, would you?
No, I want my daughter's partner to have a decent wage.
Women are all there illegally.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all coming up for
Stop the woman boats. I assume that's how they're getting in.
No, they never get over because they have to stop and ask for directions.
I once in, I think it was Cleveland, Ohio, back in the golden days of Tinder, back when Tinder was amazing. Back when Tinder used to be the hookup app, and that's all it was. It was Grindr for straight people. As opposed to now, which is people being like, I'm not ever a one night stand. And you're like, cool, get off the one night stand app thing.
Yeah, there's loads of other apps. There's loads of other apps. Yeah.
This girl, I think catfishing is a cruel thing to use, a cruel term to like use. Like she was just, when I met her, she
More
was
of a
like,
whale.
Yeah. That's not what I was going with, very good. She was certainly bigger than her pictures suggested.
Sure.
And I think
I hate that move because I'm gonna see you. And
well,
like,
also, it made me feel fucking guilty because there's no way she didn't see like the surprise on my face when like she came through the door. And like I was sort of taken aback by it, but I was like, man, fair enough. I don't know anyone here. At the very least, we can go on a fucking date. Man, she was such class banter all fucking day. One of the funniest people I've ever hung out with. And by the end of the day, I was like, man, what up? Man, the sex might not be something I would like masturbate porn to, but I reckon we're gonna have a fucking laugh here. Like, and also a lot of the time, good sex is sex where you feel super comfortable and you can make jokes throughout it. Because sex is so
fat people
silly.
are comfortable.
Yeah, they are, man.
Really are.
Yeah, they're better post-coital.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I don't mind.
Yeah, who doesn't want to shag a memory foam?
Well, and also just the no, man. I don't mind. Back in my day, I didn't mind a porker.
Oh no, not at all. To a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not talking pre-Legionnaires Quinn size. Jesus Christ.
No.
I had to institute with myself at one point. No one heavier than me, but I weigh like 16 stone, so I was giving myself a lot of leeway. You know, but there was a point where I was like, "This has to stop, Rob. Where does this end?" There's only so much structural integrity in my bed.
I'll tell you who my most recent crush is. I haven't told my wife about this yet. Her name is Ilona. She's Ilona Mayer. She's the She's the American rugby player.
Right.
Who's her Instagram's unbelievable. If you go to her Instagram, I cannot express.
I get that totally.
I don't
She looks
know,
like the ultimate warrior.
Man, I don't know what it is. First of all, I think she's got a very beautiful face.
Yeah.
And I like girls that are smaller
face?
than me.
No,
Yeah,
do you
man.
know what? I actually.
That's a bad photo. But if you go down to her non-pin stuff, she's funny as fuck. That one on the right, yeah. And
That one in the middle.
Yeah, she's beautiful in the same way that Caitlyn Jenner's beautiful.
Yeah. That she looks like a man.
No, I get it. I think some of the pictures are doing her dirty.
Yeah.
But I kind of get it.
It's a pass for me, bro. But, you know,
It's a pass?
It's a
I
pass.
I
quite
can't
like-
have sex with someone that big. That would be ridiculous.
You'd look absolutely insane.
I
I'm
think
very
give it a
skinny.
muscle.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against it.
I don't hate that muscly women.
Yeah,
thing.
because you're gay.
Nah,
It's like, oh, I can pretend this is a
kinda
fella.
like it. I think it's because I've been going to the gym more now, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, he's
kind of my
obsessed with the
thing, you
gym
know?
now. Yeah.
Just whoosh, obsessed, mate. But yeah, I kind of get on board with
No,
it.
I need to know that I can physically dominate my partner.
Well, if you see my wife is...
I annoy women
My
a
wife
lot.
is 5'5" and weighs fucking 45 kilos. She's
Yeah.
a tiny little thing. So that's well out of my
My missus
wheelhouse.
is 6'1", but pathetic. I could absolutely batter her
Yeah,
easily.
yeah.
She's willowy. you
Especially
know.
now she's pregnant.
Oh God, makes it well easy as well. Yeah, I just think I've got to do that near the stomach, and she flinches. It's well easy.
She prego.
Yeah, she is, mate.
Congrats,
yeah.
man.
Thank you, mate. I'm very excited.
What, your first?
Yeah.
When is she due?
October 20th. It's a boy.
Great.
Going to be the biggest lad. I'm well excited. Yeah, proper looking
Awesome,
forward
man.
to it. Yeah,
It's the tits. Don't listen to anyone that tells you fucking horror stories.
yeah. No,
and
loads of people have said like nice things though as well. I think it's going to be cool. I'm
It's
looking forward to it.
It's
Yeah.
the single greatest thing you'll ever
Yeah,
experience.
it's made me very, very calm. It's very
I think
weird.
it's going to be terrible. The Mulholland gene's going to kick in, and you're going to run away from your family.
That's fine, then it won't be my problem. That'll be fine for me.
Yeah, win-win. Either you like it or you leave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could just like I have got that model in my life that if I'm just not enjoying it, gone.
Oh, imagine if she left.
Yeah.
Oh, Uno reverso.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh shit, didn't see that coming. But like, also like, as if I'm going to take advice from you, a miserable, childless nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. A miserable childless nothing.
Yeah, that's how I describe you to my friends. I do a podcast with a miserable, childless nothing.
You know Freddie, don't you? Childless. Childless guy.
You know, the big fat childless suit mong.
I think there's a reason that people like me aren't parents.
Yeah, that's evolution.
Yeah, like I don't have that.
This is society getting better.
I don't have that maternal instinct.
Paternal.
Paternal.
I know you've got the tits, but they don't work.
But I'm like, I just don't have that sort of.
No,
yeah.
and it's not for everyone. I think that's good you recognise it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
like
yeah.
a lot of people don't have any of those instincts at all and then do it anyway. And then they're like got this kid that they just sort of ignore.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas
And that's how you end up with Tories.
yeah.
I can't-
That's how you end up with comedians, let's be real.
Yeah.
I can't ever imagine like having a baby and looking at it and going, this is more important than me.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Oh,
not-
you know, you don't feel that way about the baby. You know, it's not until it's not until they start smiling. It's
But I
such a
can't
different
think-
journey for dads than mums.
Yeah.
Mums, you got to remember, mums have had this baby and they've been conscious of it for like minimum of 6 months. So they have a 6 months head start, sometimes 9, on this relationship with the baby, right?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they've sacrificed their teeth for. Like, you got to remember, your wife is her teeth are getting worse because the baby's taking the calcium from her teeth to grow the bones inside. Everything she eats is going to there's all this sacrifice. Meanwhile, we're just wanking a bit more.
Yeah.
That's the sacrifice
Yeah.
we're making. So
I
at
was
this
like-
point, we're like, this fucking baby sucks, man.
It's totally this. It's just like, I'm going to be a real gentleman and not cheat on her while we're not really banging much.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the bigger man and just get heavily into porn again, like I was a teenager with my dad's computer.
Yeah.
Because that's the noble thing to do.
Yeah. Well, like, to be honest, if I do manage to make it all the way through, I have beaten my dad. So,
Yeah.
like, I've got a real low bar for being best dad in my family. I'm
Yeah.
going to absolutely smash it.
Your dad just leave, or is he dead now?
No, he just fucked off.
Do we know where he is?
Yeah, not really, but I could find him easily if I wanted to. But,
Which
know,
also
it's one of those.
suggests that he could find you easily. If he wanted
Exactly,
to.
very much my point.
Yeah.
So,
Free ticket for dead meat.
I'm very easy to find. I've made it deliberately so,
There's posters of where you're going to be every night.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I regularly put on my social media,
Yeah.
just in the hopes.
I really wish you would do that thing that they did back in all the like American Christmas movies of the 90s, which is like every time you walk onto any gig you do, there's just like a chair that says reserved at the front. Reserved for dad.
Maybe tonight.
And then he finally does come and sits. That's not for you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Dad, you've actually ruined the bit.
But I think it's going to be well fun. I'm proper looking forward to it. I think it's going to be, it's gonna be
Man,
class.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Like it's the only thing is there's no off button.
Yeah.
It's just there's no taking it back.
Yeah.
It's just it's forever. It's all the time. It's always worth it. Like I love being a dad more than anything in the world. Puts stand up into perspective. Puts your life into fucking perspective. But I know, how old are you?
I'm 37 now.
Yeah, you're doing it at a good age.
Yeah,
You're doing it
yeah,
at a good age. I think doing it in your 20s, like my friends have done in 20s. I'm like, God, I would understand maybe like some of the resentment of feeling like maybe you've sacrificed a bit. of your life
me in my
there.
20s was not dad material.
Nah.
Like,
My son being born stopped me doing piles of cocaine, and for that I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Tom, can your big fat missus get pregnant? or just
No, she has a litter.
Does she just eat them?
You got a big fat bird?
No.
Massive.
No.
Massive.
They say that she's really fat. She's
Really
actually,
fat.
basically, once I made the mistake of saying, my missus is really thin, but thinks that she's fat. And now.
No.
Yeah, she's got body dysmorphia, and we find that funny.
Yeah, oh, my wife is the exact same. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
I love nothing more than calling my tiny wife the fattest fuck in the world. And also my favorite thing to do with her is to like do it and really to make her listen to a conversation for 2 minutes and then just have it be about how fat she is. Like she'll be like, we'll be having like a couch delivery, and I'll be on the phone for like 10 minutes talking to DMS. She's like, "How is it?" And I'll be like, "So they wanted to get it in by 10 a.m. tomorrow, but the problem is not only do they need 2 men to carry it upstairs, but they need somebody to come in, like a structural engineer, to come and test itself." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Well, because where we're putting it in the house, they've just got to make sure that if they put it down and put it together, because of the support systems, they need to find out that if your fat fucking ass sits on it, whether it'll like fold up and just eat you like a Venus flytrap." And the goal is to like do that for 7 minutes and make her really think I'm telling her something. Whenever I pick my son up from playgroup, she's like, "What did the teacher say?" They're like, "Oh, he was a bit shy in the morning. And there was just one point in the afternoon where he was crying, like he took himself away from all of his friends and he was just crying in the corner." She's like, "Oh my God, why?" And I'm like, I'm asking them, I'm being like, "Did you try and talking to him?" But he locked himself in the bathroom and he was really upset, and they finally got it out of him. They managed to get him into a corner. He was just really upset by how fucking fat his mum was. She fucking hates it. you know,
It's a good bit. It's a really good bit.
so funny.
It's a really good bit.
I'm definitely going to do that when I get up.
Yeah, you're not clever enough to do it properly, though. Like, that's the thing. You're a stupid little idiot. So you'll just go home and go, by the way, you're fat. Anyway, I was saying to someone today.
Yeah, but you're also underestimating how fat she is, how stupid she is. As well.
So he can't do it. Literally can't do it. Can't say a whole sentence. He's the stupidest little man.
At least I fell up, stay on my chair. This
Yeah,
time.
he fell off stage last night at our live podcast. It's one of the best things I've ever seen. I was mid-berating him for being incompetent and he couldn't even manage to stay sat down.
Oh man, we had a fucking awful one. In April, I was doing the Sydney Opera House. I was doing Daniel Sloss and Friends, right? And my son is over. Now my son's 3 years old, and sometimes he likes to go on stage and just like wave at the audience, which I like him to do because I want him to like get over. I don't want him to be a stand-up. And I figure if he's exposed to large audiences now, it won't be exciting when he's older. It'll just be like, oh, this is like a lame thing.
I'm going to do the same thing with heroin.
Yeah, exposure therapy. Yeah. Build up his
A little
immune-
bit of it, you know, so they get used to it. You know, build it up slowly over time.
And then when he's 15, he'll write the next Train Spotting at the very least.
Yeah.
So he goes out and he waves to the audience, and then at one point I'm about to go on, and he's like, "Can I come on with you?" And I'm like, "You know what, buddy? Fuck it, sure." So I go on, I'm carry him on, walk onto the stage, and at the side of the Sydney Opera House, right, it's like wall and then door to backstage, and it's all curtain, obviously, so that people can't see backstage. And my mum has her head through the curtain bit that would let him backstage. Son's waving at the audience is all loving it, and I make the mistake of putting this 3-year-old down and being like, "Run to Granny," and I put him down, and I assume that he understands the stage is working. You're going to see his grand's face and just run straight to that bit of the fucking curtain, fully forgetting that he's 3 years old, he's overstimulated, there's 2,500 people cheering and clapping and yelling his fucking name, and this kid runs full speed towards just the curtain bit of wall at the side of the Sydney Opera House, right? The second he starts running, I yell, "No, no, 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 no!"
He can't hear you.
Doesn't, man, it was like a muggle trying to get on platform 9 3/4. This poor little cunt ran full speed. The sound, and the acoustics in the Sydney Opera House are unbelievable. He fucking melts into the fucking wall, goes way back, and obviously the entire audience. It's the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah. Sure,
A kid hurting themselves is always
oh my
funny.
God, it's amazing.
As long as it's not death,
Yeah.
it's the funniest. He gets up, he starts crying. I'm not laughing at this point because I just feel immensely guilty. I get up my hand to his fucking mum. And for 5 minutes, I just can't. There's nothing to be said because the audience is just in bits. And at that point, I'm like, oh, now I've put him off stand-up.
Yeah,
'Cause
that'll do it.
That's the biggest laugh he'll ever
Yeah.
get in his fucking life.
Like, my missus always has to go with me because I find that really funny as well. Like, I remember in Edinburgh with a bunch of comics and watching a little kids balloon pop, and we were all, it's the best thing we saw all month. We were just fucking crying, just crying laughing because this little kid just popped his balloon and was like, Mo. It's like when, you know, like at the World Cup when there was that German girl crying, like the little girl, and we were all like, ah. And there was a load of people being like, hey, it's a little girl being sad. It's like, I used to cry when we got knocked out of tournaments.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn.
Yeah.
You
That's why it's funny, because she's a little
crap-
girl.
Yeah, you little kraut fuck.
I was also laughing yesterday because it's almost fucking Jesus Christ. I mean, it's almost 11 years to the day for the Germany 7 Brazil 1.
Oh, one of the best days of my life. Great day.
It just came up on my YouTube. I'm like, I'm going to watch the highlights of this again. And you forget that after the third goal, there's such an iconic image of this poor 6-year-old Brazilian kid just weeping. Just weeping. And like, even now as a father, like I laughed at that before I was a dad.
Yeah.
I thought there would have been some personal fucking growth in me.
Yeah.
I saw this 7-year-old weep and I'm like, you stupid little cunt. You
It's the
thought
best.
you were going to win the whole thing and it fucking ruined you.
My favourite is when teams, a lot of teams, fans do fancy dress on the last day.
Yeah.
And it's a bad move when you're in a relegation fight.
Oh, mate.
When you
Getting
see like
relegated-
Birmingham fans crying dressed as bananas.
It's
It's
amazing.
so funny.
It's amazing. It's the best
so
thing.
funny.
It's the funniest possible thing. You've got to be really sure you're in mid-table before you put the banana suit on.
Yeah.
If you're going for a cowboy hat, make sure you're already safe.
Yeah. There is. That's another good point. Anyone in fancy dress is crying. It's like that's why Halloween Walk of Shames
Oh, it's the
are
best.
the funniest thing in the entire world. But also like Halloween arguments, like when couples are having Jesus Christ fucking
Mate, I saw a
Superman and one of the 118 brothers have just had a Barney because apparently 118 sucked off a different guy in the toilet.
The pub I used to work in was I turned up for work. I arrived to my shift to find it mid-bar fight, right? Like it was already just happening at 7 p.m. What had happened was there was 2 coachloads of stag doos had come to our town. Both ended up in the same pub at the same time. And I walked into a giant bar scrap between superheroes and clowns. And it was just going off everywhere. There was a clown had my manager in a headlock as I walked in, just punching him in the top of the head. So,
One guy dressed as the Joker doesn't know what side he's on.
yeah.
He's like,
Someone threw a pool ball across the room and it hit one of the clowns in the head, and then we had that bloodied yellow ball in a evidence bag stapled to the back bar. It was
Great.
class.
Hit him square in the nose and it just made a little squeak.
There's one of them squirting him with a flower.
They go for backup. They open up the car door and just 40 other clowns come out. The superhero's like, fuck.
Starts choking one of them out with loads of handkerchiefs.
Makes him into a dog.
He gets shot several times, just several squirty flowers.
Yeah, fucking great.
Kicks you, but you don't feel it because the shoes pass on the face.
Oh yeah, being curb stomped by a clown. That was
It's more humiliating than anything.
Yeah. It really changes the movie. Was it
American History
X? If it's just a big clown.
When AI can do that, if we can make the Nazis into clowns for the whole
AI
film,
could-
that'd be great.
I think it might dilute the message somewhat.
AI could do that now. I'm getting really fucking sick of Chat GPT because sometimes it won't do my requests for ethical reasons, and I'm just like, the other day, I can't even remember what the bit was, but it was we were in the group and I needed a picture. I was like, do me a picture of a Muslim man taking a selfie out the front of the 2 towers. Right, it's all I want. It's for a bit. I can't remember the bit, but I assume it was above board. Right? And ChatGPT was like, I can't do that. And I'm like, but if I were to ask you to like write a fucking set as Daniel Sloss, you would happily go through all of my material, violate my fucking privacy.
Photoshop's not a grass, though. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to put in a little bit of manual effort, mate. Got to get in there.
No, I'm not. I just, because don't worry, I'm one of those people that is like polite to ChatGPT just in case they do take over one day.
He hates ChatGPT.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
awful. It's evil. It's the worst. It's, you know,
I think it's like
I love it.
an
I've
insult
not
to
written
humanity.
an email myself in fucking months.
yeah. It's. I think. Oh man, I think it's gross, and it's just going to make people infinitely fucking stupider.
Yeah, we're Wall-E-ing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they,
And they're doing it to themselves, and they're just like not using their brain at all. So it's just going to go to
Good.
mush.
I don't care. I'm lazy, and it does it for me.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
asked. I pay for premium. I don't give a shit.
I use it for. Not too much to be fair. Like occasionally, just like Google. The problem with Google is Google will advertise to you when you Google something.
I just search Reddit if I need to find something.
Yeah, that's always good.
You know, I go for the nerd route.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it, and I think it's bad, and I think
It's
wish
awful
it didn't
it's awful
exist.
for the environment. It's awful for
I
society.
don't even fuck about the environment bit of it. I think people are just like the internet is, and people for some reason have put it all on AI.
Yeah.
You know, but just think it's gross and shit. I'm just sick of seeing people pumping out shit, and I think it devalues everything. I'm sick of seeing those fucking cartoons. Whenever I spot that cartoon in that style, and everyone's using it everywhere. There's loads of comedy clubs
comics
using
that are
it.
doing it for posters.
Fuck off.
What are you What does it say about your show?
Yeah.
That you can't even be asked taking a picture of yourself and paying a graphic designer 300 quid to make it not look shit.
Our job is to make cool things, make something. I just hate it. I really fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Here's something that I was going to talk to you about this because I know that you fucking like this. Have you heard about Duolingo like completely fucking themselves?
Yeah, because they tried to make everything AI, didn't they?
Yeah. So you know Duolingo, the learning
The
app?
angry owl that chases you if you don't learn Spanish.
For a really long time, people have been like, so for a start, it doesn't actually work.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So they're not
they're not teaching you Spanish or whatever. What they're doing is they're selling you the experience of feeling like you've learned something. That's basically
Yeah, I did
what it is.
Duolingo Spanish over lockdown, and like I got better at playing the games it sets you, but I couldn't really speak Spanish.
There's loads of evidence basically that says you can't really learn a language this way. You'll be able to learn a few words. You'll obviously know more than if you never did it, but you're not actually learning a language. You're just learning how to play.
It's just a bad way to do it.
You learn how to play these games. Well, what they've done is they've started to incorporate more and more AI into it, and AI naturally gets shit wrong, and so it's just becoming unusable now. But the big problem is apparently the bloke who made Duolingo, he also is the guy that made captchas. You know, those things.
Yeah, God, the damage he's done to the world.
I know, tell me about it.
Like, why have I got to find a bus? I tell you one thing, like, my proper boomer complaint with captures is they're always American pictures, and they will say, like, find a car. And I'm like, I don't know what you class as a car. Does that pickup truck count? I know you think it does.
Or if there's a traffic light and it just slightly bleeds over into another frame, it's like, how accurate are you? Like, I don't know what I'm... Anyway, right? This guy, he did a thing where he was like, we're now an AI-first company. And he's basically laying off loads of staff because AI is just going to do it all. And everyone's just gone, nah, delete. And it's been like a huge thing online. People just like, get rid of the Duolingo, kill the bird, all this shit. So people are fucking fighting back against it.
Yeah, but we can't win. We're doomed. You know. Yep. That's my vision of the future. I think it'd be great.
Great time to have a kid.
Yeah, so the worst thing about having a kid, I like, because, you know, for ages I was just like, well, the future's going to be fucked, but I'll be dead. But now someone I care about is going to be alive, so that sucks.
But it means you feel way less guilty when, like, you sort of spoil them a little bit.
Sure.
Like,
so, like, your future's fucked.
The amount of times people have been like, you shouldn't give your kid chocolate before they're 3 years old. They shouldn't have fucking processed sugar. And you're like, fucking, this kid is going to grow up in a nuclear wasteland. He can have a
let him have a fucking Mars bar.
Yeah, he's never owning a house. Just let him have a Mars bar.
Yeah.
I brought some stuff. If you want to have a look at some stuff, Tom.
Let's have a look.
Click on the first one. It's an old article, this, but it's a good one. I love it.
Dwarf-handed crayons and colouring book as couples sat down for romantic dinner. There's a picture of a little tiny man, a big giant woman.
Great.
But he also, as well, he quite clearly looks like a dwarf. He doesn't look like a child.
No, he looks like a 40-year-old
His face
dwarf.
is like a guy in his 40s.
Yeah,
From behind, though.
He looks
oh,
like
that's just a little chubby kid.
he looks like a darts player.
Luke
really
very little.
yeah. Like, yeah, it's
Hold on, he's 26 and she's 20. Fucking sick fuck.
yeah. I don't know which one's the
Who's the
nonce though.
pedo in this situation?
Let's play Who's More Pedo.
I
Like some of the things women get the ick for, but getting crayons handed to you and she'll still bang him. It's unbelievable.
Fair play to her.
Yeah.
She's a real one.
And like men who are like, oh, you know, I'm too short for women to find me attractive. 3'7". He's getting handed crayons and he's getting laid. Sort your shit out.
A 3'7" dwarf took his fiancée to a restaurant for a romantic meal and was handed a children's colouring book and crayons by the waitress when he sat down. James Lusted, 26, was on a date with 5'7" fiancée Chloe Roberts, 20, in their native Cardiff when the waitress picked up 2 menus and brought over the crayons and a colouring book.
I want to know how busy this restaurant is because I could totally see this happening. If you've had a long shift, you're not paying attention, you see someone small, you're like, get him the crayons.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's been annoying.
Or
He walked in crying.
Maybe this waitress is just a laugh.
Yeah.
Because that is a pretty funny thing to do.
It is very funny, yeah.
The thing is, as well, though, is if you laugh it off, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, he said it was the highlight of the night.
Let's
so clearly
go.
he's not.
Yeah.
He's not fussed by
There we
it
go,
at
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Must be.
I once went out on a date with a girl, and like I said, this is pre-Quinne, and she was, you know, pre-Quinne as well. You know what I mean? And we were out, and we were, you know, we've been seeing each other for a while, and we had a meal, and then at the end they went. I brought over a waitress came over and she went, I brought over a dessert menu. You look like dessert people.
That's
and
funny.
we both looked at each other and she went, oh, I didn't mean that you're dead fat. And I went,
Oh, it's way worse.
That's
dead
amazing.
fat. Is
Dead
it?
fat is
Dead
worse as
fat.
well.
Yeah.
Dead fat.
Dead fat. That's really funny. It's one
didn't
of those
mean-
where just like everything you try and do to explain it makes it way worse.
You look like dessert people.
Yeah.
I didn't
Which
mean
is
you're
a
dead
great
fat.
euphemism for fat cunt.
Yeah.
She's a bit of a dessert person, if you know what I mean. Yeah. She's 3 scoops of gelato.
The couple have been laughing about it ever since. James said, as I said thank you to the waitress, she heard my voice. I knew I wasn't a child. She immediately put the colouring book behind her back in shock, but I am man enough to see the funny side. I would never take offence.
Oh, I love this little guy.
Yeah, he's got a good laugh. I like to be honest,
Take note, trans people. Sometimes people get things wrong and you can have a sense of humour about it. Isn't that weird?
A waitress handed a trans person a razor.
Why is he
but that's how you
I'm
can
not saying all of you, but
No.
you know who on your team's
No.
being too loud
Oh,
and too
that's how you can
sensitive.
tell
that
you know
one who
that-
does the thing at restaurants, like films themselves at Disney World or whatever, and they wait for the waiter to misgender them, and
Oh,
they make
it's
a
so
huge
exhausting.
fucking deal out of
Yeah,
it.
but that's how you know they're actually women, always complaining.
Yeah, they've made the transition. Yeah.
Well, I believe you.
I do feel so sorry for like the amount of not just in general the amount of shit that fucking trans people get, but you see the other trans people that nobody talk about, which is women to men,
Yeah.
right? Who are just never in the newspaper,
Yeah, easy,
never
man.
fucking
yeah, it's
complaining.
because you can do that transition in an afternoon.
Yeah,
That's
and
just-
it's because we can easily beat them in a fight.
But I just also, but then,
Good luck. If one of them wins at boxing, we'd be like,
Yeah.
fucking hell, fair
yeah.
play. you know?
Well, to be fair, that's one of the reasons I used ChatGPT the other day because I wanted to see because obviously anytime people are trying to oppress the trans community, they'll bring up the trans people in sport, but they never bring it up the other way around.
Yeah.
And I was just so curious as to whether there was any like female to male trans people that dominated any sports. Turns out there's a really good swimmer
Right.
who's like she's now the champion of well, not anymore since Trump's revoked everything, but like was I don't think she's like ultimate fucking champion, but she was able to do good in the men's divisions. But then you're also just like, but you're literally on steroids though.
Yeah.
Like that's when
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
if a man
Yeah,
was
but
taking
I feel like if I'm fighting a woman, let him have steroids. You know what I mean? Like, let's even it up as tiny
That's
bit.
how
I
you-
feel like I could beat up a roided woman.
That's how you solve trans people in sports, isn't it? Like a trans woman can compete, but all the rest of the women can have steroids.
Yeah.
And then you balance it out.
yeah.
Yeah,
Aye.
just let everyone have drugs.
They do the
And
what's
a gun.
what's it called? The enhancement games, is
They're
it?
trying to do that. I don't think
Yes,
they've done
so
it yet.
excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm just anytime they're like in the same way they're like we're gonna bring out like the UFC was just we're gonna make boxing less gay.
Yeah.
And just let people fucking punch each other, and now UFC has obviously become a little bit fucking gay. I like the idea of them just being like, we're gonna give everyone fucking steroids and just see what happens.
Do you know? And I didn't know this until recently, but it blew my fucking mind. There's no steroid testing on the world's strongest man.
Yeah. There are tested events and there's untested events in strongman.
No.
In
there's-
strongman, I mean that
As a sport.
not that event, but
Yeah.
as a sport, there are tested and untested events.
But all of the ones
Yeah.
that are
The one on
actual-
telly
Yeah.
at Christmas, that's fantastic. Because if they weren't allowed steroids, it'd be shit.
Yeah. Is it so? You're telling me Eddie Hall's not naturally like that?
But it's
Yeah,
just
it's one of those things though. It's like, if someone's like having a go at Eddie Hall for like, juicing, just like you juice and see if you can do what he did.
Yeah,
see if you can lift half
yeah.
a ton.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no amount of juice in the world.
It's commitment, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
He
commitment.
still has to eat 12 whole chickens a day.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's,
Yeah, it's not like people think you just take steroids and then are suddenly hench. You still
Yes.
have to work out loads. It just means you can work out more.
He needs steroids to carry his shopping home.
yeah.
have a look at what else I've got because that one's got boring now.
Yeah, because he was enjoying
Yeah,
it.
it's boring when he's having fun.
Teen finds out anonymous internet bully who harassed her for a year is actually her mum.
How great is that?
That's so funny getting bullied by your mum.
A Michigan woman has been hit with felony charges amid accusations that she catfished and cyberbullied her own teenage daughter for an entire year.
She's going to be fucking good at it as well. She'll really know the points to hit.
Yeah.
For
Like,
felony charges. It must be.
she must have been pretty bad.
Must have been
Well, I
pretty
think having like, when it
it's-
said she catfished, if it turns sexual, I don't think you're allowed to do that with your kid.
Kendra Gale Licari from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, was charged earlier this week following a year-long investigation which began when Beale City Schools received a complaint about cyberbullying.
Yeah. I wasn't nonsense. I was just, bullying. It was just a fun troll.
It was Licari's daughter and the boy her daughter was seeing at the time who were the victims of the harassment. So Licari worked with the boy's mother and school officials to figure out who could be behind it.
This is such a Scooby-Doo plot.
Yeah. Although the complaint didn't come until December, when Licari was working as a girls' basketball coach at her daughter's school, Isabella County prosecutor David Barbary said the message began in early 2021. The incidents took place off school grounds without the use of school devices, and before long district officials are out of resources.
Right,
to
let's
investigate the story.
scroll down a bit and does it give any details what she actually did?
No, there's,
Oh, as if it doesn't tell you what it did. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, keep scrolling.
my mate, we played World of Warcraft back when we were teenagers, the MMORPG, right?
Yeah.
And at one point, my dad's friend's son was playing online, and they knew what server he was playing on. So what they did was they were like, oh, let's just see what he's like online. So they created a character to then go talk to his son. And they were like, oh, hey, he's chatting away for a bit. And he was, just being like, hey, you want to come help me on this quest with this fucking raid or whatever? And then they asked, like, oh, where do you live? He's like, Scotland. I'm like, oh, we're based in Scotland. And his reply was, fuck off, you nonce. and my dad's mate was just like, I think he'll be fine.
That's perfect.
That's perfect. We can delete this character. He's all good.
Come see the Pod Sisters live.
Oh my God, we're pod sistering all over the place.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're doing live podcasts, and you can come see them. You clearly like the podcast because you're hearing this and/or seeing it, which means you're into it.
It's
why
so
not have
much-
it right in front of your face?
You have it right in front of your face. You get to chill out with other people who like the same podcast you do. And then afterwards, you get to meet us. It's loads of fun. We
Yeah.
enjoy it.
And if you're a good-looking young boy, Freddie might wank you off.
Yeah.
There's loads of stuff available. It's going to be a very fun time.
Come and tickle us. Come and tickle us.
Tickle Freddie. Freddie loves getting tickled. That's what he said to us
No.
earlier. He said everyone who buys a ticket is entitled to one tickle.
Not while I'm
That's free.
Not while I'm wanking a young boy off.
No, that's fine. We'll do the tickling either side of the wanking. I
Exactly.
think that's only fair. But if you want to come get involved in this child wanking or tickling, you can.
Let's do the dates.
Yeah. Birmingham, 11th of May.
Liverpool, 6th of July.
Glasgow, 18th of September.
Shut up, Tom. Leeds, 1st of October.
London, 9th of November.
Hull, 13th of November.
Hull, 13th of November. Why are we going to Hull? Like, seriously, none of us know, do we?
Right, it's time for the world's greatest feature.
Oh, we're doing this.
It's time for Cunt of the Week.
Spin that wheel. Oh, it's that baby.
Lad baby again. Right, I'm going to tell you 3 stories, and we're going to work out who is the cunt of the week. These have been sent in by our fans. If you want to send one in, you can email deadmentalkpod@gmail.com.
Or you can leave a voice note.
No, you can't.
Oh, okay.
Stop saying that every single week.
Well, we can if we read out the number and look at the phone.
Yeah, but we're not checking.
We're not checking it, no.
We'll just write them out. Okay, first one. We have a big fat heifer at work. Massive. To put into perspective, he has a 56-inch waist. Not quite Freddy at his peak, but a very big chap.
56-inch waist is fucking large.
That is very, very big.
Yeah.
That's it's documentary level, isn't it? That's...
Yeah. He's a bus driver and cannot physically fit inside the cab of certain vehicles. So they have to change which vehicles he can use, which fucks the rest of us over. If we could leave a vehicle for him to take over in town instead of the station, he would get supervisors to ask us to bring the bus to the station for him instead, which we all started to say no to, so he could do some fucking exercise. It's literally 5 minutes walk.
Yeah, I think it'll be more than 5 minutes for this cunt, though, won't it?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It wouldn't be as bad, but he's an absolute snide. He's an absolute snide little two-faced management kiss-ass cunt too. Work have paid for him to have diets and Weight Watchers a few times instead of sacking him.
How do you need to pay someone for a diet?
I know.
They're eating less.
Yeah, if you didn't pay them less. That's the whole point.
Your budget's gone down.
Work have paid for him to have diets and Weight Watchers a few times instead of sacking him, and he always stops after a session and says he would prefer to do it his own way, which is a Chinese banquet for 4 at midnight on his way home. But he does have some absolutely fucking class points to his lifestyle that are worth noting for fairness. He doesn't have a pension because he didn't think he would live long enough to benefit it.
That is absolutely fair.
Right.
He's now in his late 50s and may be regretting this choice.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, you might die early, but you might just be really ill for ages.
He has a locker full of pork pies, which I think is fucking class, to be honest. A proper fat...
Don't they need to be in a fridge?
Yeah, maybe.
I think a pork pie is a fridge item.
Yeah, but he's eating them really quick, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but a locker full.
Yeah.
You can't be eating
When
a
they
locker
say
full
when
a
they
day.
say a locker full of pork pies, I reckon there were once 2 pork pies in his locker. and the rumour really started that whenever he opens his locker, pork pies just fall out like that.
People are getting crushed like by an avalanche of pork pies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There will be 2
The
or
pork pie
3.
was making a baby and I saw the baby and it looked at me.
Yeah. There'll be 2 or 3 pork pies in his locker.
Yeah, look, just ready to stick up for the fat guy. Just like, it was like 2 coats.
Are we, his colleagues, cunts for being petty in order for him to get some much-needed exercise before he reaches Freddy-size obesity? Are work cunts for fucking up our shifts to pander around him being a fat, lazy cunt? Or is he a cunt for his selfish, slob, albeit funny lifestyle?
I'm not sure there's a cunt here because, like, he's just a big fat guy trying to get by in the world. He's just dead fat.
At least
doesn't fit
he's
some buses.
working. To be
He's
fair,
working.
at
Doesn't
least
fit
he's
in
working.
buses. I think it's fine to be annoyed at someone for being fat,
Yeah.
and I think it's sort of fine for the bosses to try and just make this thing run smoothly. I think everyone's all right.
Yeah, but him being really fat is
Yeah.
meaning people have got to do extra work.
Yeah, but he's not. He's
But
he's
that
just dead fat.
5-minute walk. So the maximum that they can do is they can get him to do a 5-minute walk
Yeah.
occasionally.
It's not touching the
Not
sides.
touching the
it's not
fucking
worth
sides,
it.
mate.
Yeah, this cunt's going to need a lot more than that.
Yeah,
And, like,
you're turning up to fucking 9/11 with a dustpan and brush. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not doing shit.
you can't.
Yeah,
like,
late 50s as well. Like, even if he was to start getting in shape now, what do you think's...
the loose
how do you
skin is going to be insane.
Oh, he looked like a tree
It
squirrel.
looked like Princess Diana's wedding dress.
I think if you're too fat to fit on a bus,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you've got to.
It's quite a large form of transport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
one of the biggest ones.
Yeah. But I think like if you want to be fat, that's fine. It's no one else's business. It's you're allowed to be as gross as you want.
Yeah.
No one else can stop you. Your missus can do whatever she likes, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'll
Bus driver, that's maybe a job for her.
I'll pass that on.
Yeah.
Right, next one. Back in the early 2000s, I went on a pretty shit night out with a mate. Afterwards, while in a kebab shop waiting for our food, a beautiful mixed-race Irish girl invited us to her friend's house for an after-party. At the flat, the owner was a student doctor with a ridiculously posh English accent. She lived alone and was understandably annoyed to be woken up since she had work the next day. In a move that can only be described as a friend jumping on a grenade for me, my mate tried to chat with her so I could try it on with the Irish girl. Good move.
Yeah, solid move. Yeah.
Solid move. The flat owner was extremely standoffish and desperate for something to talk about. My friend showed her a finger he severed as a kid, and which later was reattached. It was a little wonky, and all this girl kept saying, "So that's the NHS's fault, is it?" even though he didn't mention it. Meanwhile, I was trying to fire into the girl who invited us, but her gay friend kept interrupting and cock-blocking me. Frustrated, I went to the bathroom, and in a moment of annoyance, I found a cup with a single solitary toothbrush. I decided to wipe all the smegma I had under my bellend and proceeded to press it deep into the bristles.
Why? In what way has this person been wronged? They've gone round to someone's house and someone didn't suck them off.
I'll tell you this as
What are
well.
I don't get why they're angry.
This Irish girl does this all the time. I bet you any money she does it all the time. She's always bringing back randoms on a night out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the other
and-
two flatmates are fucking
yeah,
sick
But
of
it's not
it.
even her flat. It's
Yeah.
someone else's flat.
Yeah. So,
My
yeah.
ex used to do this. She'd like bring people back from a club being like, "Oh, well, I'll go drink at mine." And then like there'd be like some guy who'd just like think that they were going to fuck. And then I'd just be at home and I'd be like, "Hello."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, because she brought like 4 people from the club. And then she's like, "Right, I'm off to bed." I'm like, "Oh, I guess this is my problem now."
Yeah, if somebody's annoyed at you because they don't know you and you're in their house,
Yeah.
that's always valid.
Yeah,
They are
exactly.
absolutely allowed to be like, why the fuck are you? Well, I'm actually not here to see you. I'm here to see your flatmate. Cool. It's still my fucking house, cunt.
Yeah. Like, so he's like, "Ha, now I will smeg your toothbrush."
Yes, you have wronged me.
Yeah, this is psychopathic.
Also, if you had that much smegma under your fucking
Yep.
dick, then you should not have been fucking.
No.
Irish girl
Yeah,
anyway.
you shouldn't be able to push it into bristles.
No.
Like it shouldn't be like it
Yeah.
shouldn't be like a thick layer of
Yeah.
smegma. You
No,
should,
it should.
wash
How
your
often?
dick a lot more
Way more.
often.
Yeah.
Way more.
Yeah, but not with soap because that can make it worse. You've got to
that
keep
true?
it like fresh. Yeah, it can do. It can affect the biome if you use too harsh a soap with like perfumes and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm not that, but I just.
If you're not having the problem, I think you're fine, but it
Right,
can do
okay.
for some people. Just like this is a very smeggy guy. I'm trying to get to the
Yeah,
bottom
yeah,
of
of
it.
course, yeah.
Something's going wrong. Your dick shouldn't be like this.
When I left the bathroom, I told my mate we should leave, and I explained what I did on the way. Even 22 years later, we still laugh about it. Am I the cunt of the week? Honestly, I don't care, and I'd do it again.
Why? Why would you do it again?
Yeah, why?
For what benefit?
I don't
understand.
how you're the victim of
I
that.
don't
Knock on the door. Remember me?
I don't know who they were trying to do it to. Is it the person who owns the house or the Irish woman who just didn't want to shag him?
The person who owned the house, I think, because the other person wouldn't have a toothbrush, would they? There's only one toothbrush there.
Yeah.
It's the house
Crazy.
owners. Yeah.
What a fucking.
I really hope that was like the toilet that she used to like clean the tiles.
Yeah, that's the
And that-
bleach toothbrush for the
yeah,
grout.
yeah, and that you've just accidentally put bleach
Yeah.
around your dick. And if you don't have kids, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
It's fucking mental, that.
Yeah,
What a
weird.
weird level of
This
entitlement.
your fan base, is it?
This is our fan base, mate.
Yeah.
This is some of the best ones. These can write. These are some of the smarter ones,
I
mate.
barely had to edit these.
Honestly, you want to see Dead Meat. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
It's the ugliest fan base you've ever seen in your entire life. And occasionally, a couple of them will come up and be like, I'm not like the rest. And you go,
No,
you're
yeah,
equally
yeah.
as bad.
Yeah.
They're one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
Right, last one. I matched a trans girl on Hinge.
Oh, this is going to be good, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure this will be great.
This will end in acceptance.
And it'll go, I was pleased and never mentioned it again.
Yeah.
That would make a good cut of the week, wouldn't it?
When I got back to hers, she had a dick, so I got her toothbrush and rubbed my smegma all over it.
If
Rubbed
only,
her smegma all over it.
if only she had a cunt of the week.
I didn't realise she was initially because I was just doing a stat pad session where I make a decision on first picture. Anyway, we matched and we went on a couple of dates.
This next sentence makes me so sad.
I knew she was trans, but sexy.
Oh.
I'm sexy, but I'm trans.
And I
I
was
mean, can I just say, I have fucked biological women that look more like men than some trans
Oh,
people.
100%, yeah.
Like, yeah, what a weird thing.
I knew she was trans but sexy, and it was somewhat obvious after the first date appearance-wise. Anyway, I did quite like her, but it reached a point where I could not get the trans thing out of my head. I felt really bad because it almost felt like the flick of a switch, but I couldn't help it. Unfortunately, I would say the switch was flicked during date number 3 and final, where she said she was pre-surgery. She just snuck it in mid-sentence and everything changed from there. Anyway, I ended up ghosting her, sadly, and I feel awful for it, but it felt like the best approach. Am I the cunt for behaving like this, or is she for soft launching cock announcement after he's impressed in her trial matches?
I don't think you are the cunt for not being attracted to her. You are absolutely allowed to have your preference. If you find her
Totally.
attractive, well, she's
You're allowed to
female.
not be into knobs.
Yeah, you're allowed to not be into dicks. What you are a cunt for is ghosting her. Like you can explain that to her and be like, "Hey, I didn't know you had a dick. That's something I'm not."
I'd probably just go
comfortable
with, hey, I'm not feeling the chemistry,
Yeah.
like, I feel more of
To
a
be-
friend vibe. Something like that. You can just do that. It's 3 dates.
Yeah.
You don't have to
To
go
be
into
honest-
detail.
Also, like, buddy. I get your fears. I get your anxieties. Are you aware at how much better she is going to be at wanking you off and sucking your dick
Yeah.
than any other girl?
Oh,
from
yeah.
Manny out there?
Takes a man to know a man.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like, don't get me wrong. You're allowed to have your preferences. You're allowed to not be into cock. You can deal with those issues later on. You can have those fucking boundaries. You robbed yourself of great head there.
Why
man.
would you go on a 3rd date with a trans girl if you weren't at least prepared
But
for the
curi-
eventuality
Yeah, it
that there
sounds like
might be
you're
a cock?
curious. Sounds like you're mature enough.
If you're away going on a date with a trans girl, that's something that might occur. There might be a willy.
Yeah.
And why go on date 3?
Yeah.
The fucking date.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to work this out in your first 2.
How did you get to date 3 without asking?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
you
no,
asking
no,
a
no,
message.
no,
Ask
no,
is
no,
hard.
no. I think
Yeah.
you've
I
got
think you just
away.
got to brush
You do.
against a thigh and see if you
Yeah, what you got to do is you got to find a way to get
just
look,
twerk against her and see if you can get her out.
I think the thing is, right.
Spike your drink with Viagra as the test?
Wait till she's wearing really tight leggings, spike your drink with Viagra and see what happens.
Yeah.
It's like, but no, right. I don't even think that it's bad. Not that bad that you ghosted. Like, I think you're allowed to ghost. You're allowed to just go, nah.
Honestly, it's a bit pathetic.
I don't think it's the best way of dealing with it. I think the cunt thing here is to be like, or is she a cunt for waiting until date 3 to tell me?
And she better be like,
she's not a cunt.
hello,
Yeah.
I'm Sandra. By the way, I've still got my cock and
Yeah,
balls.
wait-
Anyway, what are you drinking?
Yeah, when would you like her to bring that up?
It
Yeah.
is the way you bring it up because she's already said she's trans on Hinge. So you just say, "Oh, that's cool.
A pre
I'm
or
into
post
trans women. Are you pre
No,
or post
you
surgery?"
don't say that.
You don't say I'm into
don't
trans women. It
say
sounds
that.
like a fetish.
Okay,
Yeah.
you just say, "Okay, that's cool. Are you pre or post?"
Yeah.
Because it
it's a-
is important.
because
Yeah,
I
but it's a
know there's-
hard opening.
well-
it
Well, no,
is,
the fi-
it
in-
is a
within the-
socially
within the
difficult thing.
conversation.
We can't pretend it's not a socially difficult conversation. You know, it's not like dead easy.
But it's
not like-
easier on a message.
yeah, but it's not something we're doing every day, is it? So, you know, you might...
I think
Also, she's been asked if you're like, I don't know when to bring it up. I guarantee you she's had this conversation.
yeah, she brought it before they
1,000
fucked. I
fucking
think that was
times.
like,
Yeah.
you know, that was good of her.
That's very gentlemanly.
Yeah, she's not lost it.
takes balls to bring that up.
That must have been very hard for you.
Yeah, I don't think that she's been a dick.
Yeah.
Well, but I don't think it's her fault because date number 3 seems like quite a natural.
Yeah,
time
that's
to
the
bring that
point
up.
because the first two, you know, like
Because date number 3 is the shagging date.
it's the shagging date.
Yeah.
Unless
So
you're
you've
with
got
Rob Mulholland.
yeah, in which case, you know, that's the third shagging date. But like, you know, yeah, it is the shagging one. So that's the time where you got to like have that conversation because like the implication is if this goes well, this date, we're gonna fuck.
Yeah, and if she snuck it in mid-sentence, I can understand feeling sort of blindsided, but I do
Just
think
like,
you just have to have empathy.
These
for the
scallops are
fact-
delicious, by the way. I've got a cock. Anyway, can you pass the sauce?
Yeah,
That sausage is bigger than my dick.
you've got to understand. There's no good way for
There's
her.
really
no-
not.
there is not a single scenario where she could bring that up to anyone and not have it be an awkward reveal
Yeah.
and have somebody feel the way that you did, probably.
Yeah.
Well, if you meet a trans woman, it's everyone's first thought.
Yeah, do you? Yeah.
Are you pre or post? It's everyone's first thought. So just say straight away.
I reckon there should be like, you know, they should wear a badge or be branded, maybe a tattoo, a visible tattoo, like a triangle
Yeah,
somewhere
something
that we
like
could
that, maybe
go
on the shoulder.
Yeah, so
stuff,
we
yeah.
can just tell, you
Yeah,
know, like
yeah,
a microchip or something. We could scan, like an NFC tag, so you
Yeah.
can put your phone to them and
Yeah.
You're
find out.
suggesting trans people have QR codes.
I am suggesting they have QR codes so we can work out whether they've got a cock and bollocks or not.
Let's just get rid of trousers. Let's just get rid of all clothes below the waist.
So they've got a Yogi Bear it,
Everyone does.
Everyone does.
Everyone does. That's fair.
right?
No clothes below the waist.
Yeah. I don't
Get
think
on
this
with
is
it.
going to
To be
go
fair-
well for you with your tiny little dick.
To put it into perspective, a way worse way that she could have revealed it to you would be standing beside you at the urinal. Right? When you excuse yourself to avoid playing the bill, if she just sidled up next to you and be like, all right, man, this date's going well. She could have done that. She could have fucked you up.
She sucks you off and then goes, right, my turn.
Yeah.
There's worse ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you heard, sorry, it just reminded me of my favourite joke that I've heard in the last couple of weeks. It's such a dumb gag. Sorry if you fucking heard it.
Go
but
for it.
Killed me. What's the worst thing to hear while sucking off Willie Nelson? I'm not Willie Nelson.
That's such a good joke.
Oh, man.
Because then it's just an old man.
Fucking buckled me the other day. Such a dumb joke.
That's great.
My favourite joke that I've heard recently is one of Nick Doody's.
I love Duty.
He
Oh,
writes,
I
he
love
writes
him.
some great jokes. He said, I'm learning Spanish. My favourite word in Spanish, non-binario, which means non-binary. Or non-binaria if it's a girl. Perfect joke. That's a
brilliant.
perfect joke.
Yeah,
That's so good.
Yeah.
So who are we voting for cunt of the week? We've got the trans
Oh, it's
story.
tooth smegma.
Yeah,
Toothbrush smegma.
smegma.
It's so
This
easily
one-
used.
This one is
Must have.
not close. There is like there's
Is it? I work with a fat person. I once went on a date with a trans person, or I brushed my fucking dick
smegma
with...
on a tired woman.
Yeah, I couldn't handle deserved rejection.
Yeah.
It's definitely you.
Right, Smegma, you've won. You've won a
Well done,
prize. We're going to
Smegma.
send you a toothbrush. Well done.
Yeah,
That's
but
cunt of the
I
week.
wouldn't use it.
Yeah.
No, I don't have the level of smeg in order to give that back. You know, I'm very proud of this. I keep my dick relatively smeg free.
Yeah. There's only so much. Yeah, if you can keep your dick smeg free for like 95% of the day,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Occasionally there'll be an evening shower. I'll be like, ooh, I needed
you
that
go,
one.
yeah,
But you know,
yeah.
like most of the time, I'd say you can eat your dinner off it.
Well, I've got no force.
If it-
So mine's
if you're having a-
constantly smeg
You got
free.
no foreskin.
No force.
Why?
He's barely got any dick.
I had to have it cut off when I was a kid.
Did you?
It was too tight.
Oh, okay.
And so are his parents.
Oh, so he is Jewish. Yeah, I've always found. I remember first American girl I banged. She was like, "It's so weird that you've got a foreskin." And I'm like, "Yeah, you understand the reason why all of the people you fucked have foreskins is because healthcare is charged for in this country,
Yeah.
and it's an extra procedure. And they
Yeah,
can charge
yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
only. Unless you're Jewish, that's the only fucking reason is so
Yeah.
that they can get extra. Because I always remember watching American TV shows like American Pie and stuff, where it's like, why are these cunts using lotion to
I
jerk
know
off?
they're always
They're always
they're
just-
romancing themselves.
Yeah.
It's just
I
like
could never understand. Like,
I know.
and then
just grab your dick.
just grab your chicken jerk. That's what the foreskin is there for. Is to
Yeah.
give you the
It's
ability.
your
to fuck-
wanking hood.
Yeah. And then, but American guys get so fucking defensive.
Yeah, they do.
They're
yeah.
like, no, it's really necessary. And you're like, oh, it's weird that you're the only first world country
Yeah.
that does it. And
Yeah, man's rotted off. Yeah, it's been horrible having it. It's like,
Kai Humphries has got the great line, which is like, oh, every time an American says, oh, I got my forks chopped off and it's cleaner. It's like, yeah. Be easier to brush my teeth if I had no fucking teeth.
Yeah.
yeah. It's very true. You stupid American cocks.
Aye.
Fucking cocks. Well, I think that's the end of the show.
All right.
That's the end.
Thanks, Tom.
Anything you want to plug?
Nah.
Literally nothing. Why are you here?
I was down to a show in Bolton last night.
Fair enough.
I've got stuff on Netflix and my website
And a podcast.
Yeah, we're not doing the podcast at the moment. We've taken some time off. Kai gets his hair transplant, and
Yeah, sure.
I've been off the road.
You
for
can't
a
wear
bit.
headphones for an hour.
Yeah,
Can't rest on top of his
yeah.
bloody scalp.
I'll be on tour some point next year.
Nice one, man.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure seeing you. If you've enjoyed this, get on our Patreon. It's £3 a month. You can have a free trial for a week as well. There's so much stuff on there. We just put out the Makeover Special, our live podcast in Birmingham. There's an extra podcast episode every week, and it's literally the only thing that keeps us going. So please keep signing up. We'll also come to Dead Meat on the 30th of August. It's going to be fucking banging. Tickets are flying out on that one, so grab those. We'll see you there. Tickets are at deadmentalkpod.com, and come see me on tour, robcomedy.com. I'm all over the place. Got anything, Freddie?
Not a fucking
Right, go fuck yourself. Bye.
Bye.